Hi, welcome again to Our Generation with Melissa Shaw, and we are here with another guest that is dope as hell, um, Les Marie.
Hi.
We met how long ago? It's not even 6 months,
I've been no.
and we are like locked at the hip.
You know good people. You lock in with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So just tell everyone, your name or where you're from and kind of what you do.
So I'm Les Marie. I'm born and raised from Indianapolis, Indiana. I am the owner and head of operations of the Les Marie firm. We are a full service business management consultation firm for minority owned businesses. We can start your business from beginning to end or a already established business. We can run the operational day to day operations. We also handle human resources. So if you have a staff of five or more, we can handle all of your operations and human resources for your business. So a lot of times as business owners, we just get into it and kind of fumble along trying to figure out what we need to do next. And we're not in compliance. We don't understand our legalities with workforce development. And what the firm does is we kind of take the fumbling out of it, the questions, and stop you from a lot of money because there are a lot of fines that come with, just trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
And we kind of try to give you all the resources that you need in one place to be successful and run your business and turn it into an empire.
I love that. So how long have you had you? I gotta make sure the blue lights on. How long have you? How long ago did you start it?
The Les Marie firm started in January, so we launched January 1st.
Nice.
I've been in operations for over 15 years. I was a freelance consultant for a year, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's too much money to, and all the things that I was learning from corporate America, I was like, I could help my people with that.
Yeah.
And I just started my own business, and we have taken off. I thank God, we have really taken off from the start.
Yeah.
We're onboarding sometimes once or twice a month, and it just hasn't stopped. We just launched social media July 1st, so it's literally being word of mouth, and people just coming and needing help, and us helping them and telling the next person, and that's how we've grown.
I love that. So when you said that what you learned in corporate, you wanted to bring that back. What were some aspects that you learned that you knew needed to be in the community?
So, first of all, we are a product of our environment. We are a product of our situation. So, with that, even as us becoming business owners, our mentality is survival mode and hustle mode. And as a running a business, we cannot be in hustle mode. It takes thought, it takes preparation, it takes guidance, it takes planning. And if we're just shooting off our hip every decision that we're not making the best decisions for our business. So the one thing that I learned about corporate is how to fundamentally structure a successful business. It's all about the structure. So prime example, my team and I just had a meeting last week on our plan for 2025. I learned that in corporate, we started planning in quarter 3 for the next year. So we're ready. We have our strategies, all the lessons and bumps and bruises and things that we did this year. We've already corrected them, and we're ready to go for 2025 right now.
Nice. I love that thought. And we always wait until the end, but no, it's important to plan well ahead.
Yes,
So, what other are things that you like? What made you want to do this? Because being an entrepreneur like that is not for everyone.
I never wanted to be an entrepreneur. People would ask me, like, even when people had like little hair businesses, like, oh, no, that's not my lane. And then I decided it just one day working for somebody else just didn't serve me anymore.
Mm,
It became when you get to a certain level in corporate, you then are at a fight with the person that's over you, and the person that's over you, especially as a black woman. And I just got to a point in my third. I just was like, I don't want to do. I did, and I started very young. I started my corporate journey. I was pregnant with my daughter, and it was just something I applied for that job at another job and got hired, and it just took off.
hmm.
So I had been doing that all my 20s. I missed a lot of my daughter's life fighting and climbing the corporate ladder. And then when I got into my mid 30s, I was like, I don't want to play this game, this political game
Yeah.
anymore. It's a lot of politics. And it's not. They say with diversity and inclusion, they're opening up the doors for us, but it's they're checking off a box. They're
Yeah.
giving us just a little, just enough to get us ahead, but they don't want us sitting at the table.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I got to the table, it was a lot of fight because I had earned my seat rightfully so. I had put in the work at these
Absolutely.
Fortune 500 companies. I just was tired of fighting for it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a it was a fight that I was like, y'all can have it
Yeah. So was it scary?
as hell, as as hell because I went from leaving a guaranteed 6 figures on the table. I was salary, so I knew what I was making every paycheck. I knew what my budget was every month. I didn't have to budget.
Yeah.
Thanks to God, the lifestyle that I had created for myself, and to not knowing what the month is gonna bring, not knowing what the day is gonna bring.
No, absolutely.
And I am a creature of habit, so I did that same thing for 15 years. I got up and did the same thing. I drove to the same place for 12 years. I did the
Wow.
same thing. So turning the door and opening up something new was scary as hell.
Yeah, because it's not. You can't be a creature of habit being an entrepreneur.
And you
Because every
can't.
day is not the same.
Every day is not the same, and you got to be able to take risks. It's scary money don't make money, so I make risky decisions every day, and that's what's scary. And then the other part of it, as being a consultant in the operations for other people's businesses, that pressure is on me too. I'm
Yeah.
making decisions for other people's businesses, so if I make a bad call for the firm, that's
Yeah.
one thing. But if I make a bad call for my other 8 or 9 clients, that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most definitely. So you say you have a daughter. How old is your daughter?
my daughter is 13. She's going to the 8th grade.
Okay.
She is better than I ever could be at 13.
Mm.
She has so much potential, and then it's this generation, we learn how to be good providers. Our parents, we either grew up in where our grandparents or family members took care of us, or our parents were coming off of the drug epidemic. So my generation, we are good providers because we know what it was to struggle, we know what it was not to have, we knew what it was to want everything and not be able to afford it. So we provide a lifestyle for our kids, whether it's hustling, getting out working 2 or 3 jobs, to be able to afford them what we did not have. So I think a lot of time it's a lot of shaming, blaming, and deflecting on parenting when we need to just, embrace each other because ain't no handbook.
No,
So I made a lot of bumps. It
absolutely
was a lot
not.
of bumps and bruises
I'm still dealing
and
with that.
with my daughter.
Yeah.
And it was a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, you know. But then it's like, did I make a mistake? Did I
Right.
choose having her a lifestyle that she's
Yeah.
accustomed to and working all the time, or the cyclical of struggling, trying to make it, lights getting cut off? But it's like you don't know.
I
I
know.
don't know if I had to make
Yeah.
the same choice again. I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the way you put that. Like, especially with us, because we're not too far, and like I'm 46, so I still feel like that era. Like I was taught to be a provider. Like I know how to take care of what I need to take care of. These kids lack that. And some of it, again, like I wouldn't say it's our fault, but some of it is the choices that we made in the moments that we were in. Some people wouldn't make them, some people would. It just depends on how you framed your life.
Yeah. And a lot of and it goes. A lot of people make judgments, especially in parenting, but you don't even know the road that we led us here.
Yeah.
The life that we grew up in, the
Mhm.
childhood trauma that we
Yeah.
were lived in shaped us
Yeah.
for the parents that we are today. So if you
Absolutely.
didn't walk in my trauma and you didn't walk through what I had to deal with, how dare you shame, blame, and judge me on my parenting? When
Yeah.
we all just, to keep it a buck, we all just doing the best that we can.
Bro, we
Well,
are
how
like
we know
winging
how.
it, praying that it works.
And she fine.
I said, what is that one TikTok? Did you die? You still alive?
I tell Shane that all the time. Every time we go through a little something, well, we survive that.
Yes, yes. But so like that, even being a single mom, being an entrepreneur, like
Child,
that
she at
bring
home right now.
right, that
So,
brings on another level. You know.
but it's another level. But that's my biggest cheerleader.
Mm.
That's my biggest cheerleader. She's my ride or die.
Isn't that crazy? Like boy, y'all be ready to kill each other because me and my daughter are like that. But yeah, she's my biggest one.
She wants it to be. She want me to be successful.
Yeah.
She helps me with stuff. This I don't really do the Canva and
Mm.
but she helps me figure out stuff sometimes on the computer. Just even then, I was like, I can't see. Something is wrong with the computer, and she's like, Mama, you got the dimmer on. So, and sometimes I'm up at because hustling for yourself is totally different. Sometimes I'm working 18, 20. I pulled all nighters
Yeah.
working, and she'll come in. You still up? Do you need
Yeah.
something? Because it's no fallback plan.
No.
I think about that. I don't, that is the scary thing. There is no fallback plan. This has to work.
Mhm. Yeah. What have you learned about yourself during this entrepreneur journey?
Resilience,
Mm.
resilience. Everything that I thought, I used to be codependent a lot.
Mm.
Every decision that I made, I felt I had a entourage. I felt like I had to ask somebody for
Yeah.
their opinion, or God put me in an isolation for myself to make sure that the only voice that I could hear was His clearly. Every decision that I
Mm.
made, I went to Him first. And I learned independence, resilience, and that I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Regard every twist, turn, everything, every bad thing, everything happened was made for this moment.
Yeah.
It shaped me for this moment right now.
Absolutely.
So what I learned is that I'm stronger than I ever thought that I could be.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's dope. And I see that you're very strong. You're very good at what you do, and you bring a sense of playfulness. And you are mean,
I am mean. I am mean.
but I am too. But I feel like when you meet people and you find the balance, like you each balance each other out.
But I read something because you got me reading a lot.
Yay!
So I read something. I was always a nice people pleaser,
Yeah, me too.
and I was a people pleaser. I had the spirit of
No matter
just
how it made me feel, if
no
you
matter
was
how
good,
many,
I'm
I'm
good.
good. Even
Yeah,
if I was shitty about it, if it was gonna help you, I was gonna do it.
yeah.
And I read something that said, I don't have to be nice. I have to be a good person.
Hmm.
So that's what I shifted myself to. I'm no longer nice. Nice got me ran over. Nice
Hmm.
got me doing a lot of shit that I didn't want to do.
Hmm.
Nice got me not making the decisions that I wanted to make. Nice got me not living to my full potential.
Hmm.
Now, being a good person, that got me my blessings.
Yeah.
Because no matter how wrong no matter how you F me over, no
Hmm.
matter what you've done to stab me in the back, I'm a good person. I'm going to still be solid.
Hmm.
So, and I've never missed a beat. So the scary part of leaving the money on the table, the scary part of not knowing what's gonna happen the next month or the next month, I haven't wanted for a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause being a good person.
Hmm. And always like the Four Agreements. I don't know. I know you're reading the book. What book are
I'm
you
reading
reading? Worthy.
Worthy right now. So if
But
y'all
with
have not, read Worthy.
the Four Agreements, it talks about be impeccable with your word, and it. I don't know the exact, but it's basically be a good person, and don't take things personally, um, which is very hard.
It's very hard. Because when you lived in an environment where you feel like you got everybody's back, or this is you ride or die, or
Hmm.
how can you not taking somebody screwing you over personally? How
Hmm.
can you not taking somebody doing you wrong personally? But what I'm learning is that is their burden that they got to carry.
Absolutely,
That's
and
what they when they go to sleep at night, and nobody knows the war that another person is with
I was getting ready to
themselves.
say, like, we have no idea what traumas or what things they have dealt with that have led them to act that way.
Right.
And so when I look at people, and I know my friends will tell me that I'm too nice, I give people too many chances, but I've always tried to look at the bigger picture. Now there are certain things that I will take personally, but that's just my own insecurities that I'm learning that make me do that. But really, what people do 90% of the time ain't got nothing to do with us.
Nothing.
We make it about us because of our own issues that we deal
Mhm.
with. And so we really can look at people for what it is. And, business kind of helps us to do that
Business
because
help.
it brings out a lot of qualities, one that we may not have known we had, or qualities that we need to work on a little bit.
Yes, I gotta learn how to talk to people. I gotta, cause y'all be getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
But But that's one thing I know. So, and to be better. So, what I decided in 2024 is that I want to be a lifelong student of personal development.
Yes, me too.
So, I personally want to, if I find something that I'm not good at, or
Mm-hmm.
if I find somebody that can teach me, or if
Mm-hmm.
I find something that I'm going to learn, I want to keep exposing myself to it. So I know I have an interpersonal skill
Yeah.
because for years it was my way or the highway. I was the boss. I didn't have to have people skills.
Yeah.
They paid me to make decisions. They paid me to run their companies and generate a revenue, and I did it well.
Mm-hmm.
But now people are still paying me to run their businesses. People are still paying me to run, get them a revenue, but it's not my way or the highway. This is
Yeah.
their businesses.
Yeah.
So I have learned that through time. I've learned you. Sometimes me and my clients have heated discussions, and then I'm like, well, dang, Leslie, it is their decision. So I'm learning
Yeah.
interpersonal skills, and I
Absolutely.
don't because I don't have to. It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can come off very, very matter of fact
Mm-hmm.
or direct, and that's just it's people don't remember what you say. They remember how you made them feel.
Oh yes.
So I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress with that.
Yeah, me too. Yep. And like you, like I've been on my personal development journey probably when I joined Legal Shield. Literally. Like I don't even think I even read any books. Like probably one book I did read prior to that was Eat, Pray, Love, and Julia Roberts. It's a movie.
Okay.
It's a great movie. You need to watch it. But I read that book because was in a transition in life. But when I joined Legal Shield, they are huge on personal development, like books of the month and really mindset. And it made me look at things completely differently. And it was like, wow, I got some work to do, and it's okay. But like you said, it's a work in progress.
And I think the biggest thing is, in the problems that we have, is that we all have work to do.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to sit down and say, like you just said, I have work to do and it's okay. But instead of working on the work I have to do, I'm going to condemn you.
Yeah.
And that is what I have totally taken out of my life. And with the business, I have decided that I am a natural teacher. Everybody on my team is a teacher. We teach you how to run your business. We teach you how to not make mistakes. We teach you how to not get yourself in a bind either with the IRS or you know different policies and things that you have that you in your industry that you are responsible for, because everybody just want to make the money. Everybody will tell you, girl, go get this business, girl, open this, but nobody will tell you the struggle or the fine print that will get you audited and get you shut down. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
So I learned that God did not put me on this earth to be average, and not He didn't put me on this earth to be ordinary. And I had work to do, and I wasn't living in my full potential.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm walking in. I'm walking in my full potential. I'm working in the work that I have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is helping and leading other people to be their best version of themselves. And what better way for us to continue working on the best version of ourselves, which allows us to help others to do the same thing.
Yeah. That is what it is.
It is. And I'm so glad we're part of a team. She's joined Legal Shield. I'm so excited.
Yeah, get your Legal Shield.
You know what?
No,
she was trying to quit last week.
But I listen.
And she thought she was about to get fired, but that ain't happening. None of that's happening.
You know, I'm a perfectionist, and the only thing in life in anything is God that's perfect. So I have to get out of my own head. Yeah. So when I don't get that, or when somebody says they're gonna sign up and back out, I'm like, you know what? Forget it. But I keep going. I'm gonna keep going with everything.
Yeah.
We can't stop on anything that we're doing. We just got to keep going.
Yeah, and I feel like we're creating a good network, a sisterhood that we have within business, to where we're able to help each other, work through those things. And you need to have that network of people.
You do. Especially, and I think that's what we create in our businesses, since we all kind of do the same things, because the questions that, imagine the people that they're calling the next person. Y'all asking people for directions on places they ain't never been. You asking the next person advice for, they haven't been no business owner. They telling you what they done got off of somebody else or somebody else.
Yep.
So why not call us? Who knows
Mhm.
what we're doing
Yeah.
that can lead them into the best
Yep.
predicament and the best decision for them.
Yep. And we're creating an ecosystem. So if I can't, all right, I got Les Mirror, I got Danita, or I got Ebony. Like that's the beautiful thing of the collaboration is we're creating a space where it's healthy collaboration.
Right.
Because one, we all know what we can handle, and we don't want to do all that. So we are. I love how we're very quick to say, you know what, I know who you need to talk
I
to.
just sent somebody to Ebony today.
Yeah. So as that's I love how the dynamics have built. So what do you think about P30?
I think P30 is a space that like-minded individuals can come and grow.
Mhm.
I have gotten so many different connections in just the space. Just coming, it has me. I have an office at home, but I like getting up,
Mhm.
getting dressed, coming to the office, seeing people,
Yeah.
seeing my clients and networking, and they ask you about your day, but I'm still not isolated, but
Yeah.
I'm still working for myself.
Yeah.
So it's a hub, and it's a
Mhm.
hub for dope people to come
Yeah.
together,
Absolutely.
to meet other dope people. So I like that. I like that we have it right here on the Far East Side.
Yeah.
It's I. What's funny is I didn't even know this place was here. I was looking for a place to host my podcast,
Okay.
and when I came in to do the podcast, view the podcast studio, I was like, it just felt right.
Yeah.
It felt right.
Yeah.
So
That's how
I've
I
been
felt
here
when I
ever
came
since.
in. Yeah. So how long have you been here?
I've been here since February,
Okay. Right after you launched.
right after I launched. So
Yep.
yeah, and God is good. Who knew I needed an office?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I didn't when I came here. I wasn't planning for an office,
Wow.
but
Yeah. So where can everyone follow you, find you, all your information?
so I don't. I am not a social media person, so you can go to our website at www.thelesmariefirm.com if you would like to book a consultation, submit a form there. We just did our social media launch. I have a social media team, so they run our social media page. Shout out to Jordan and Niles. And you can find us at the Les Marie Firm, and that's on Facebook as well. And here at P30, stop in and they can help you book a consultation as well.
Love it. Anything you would like to part our entrepreneurs with?
Yes, it is a long, hard, lonely journey to following your dreams because they're your dreams. Everybody gave you nobody can tell you what your dreams are. God gave them to you. You are the stewardess of your dreams. You are the stewardess of your potential. You are the stewardess of initiating and carrying them into fruition. So with that, you have to really understand that it's not going to be easy. You're not going to have a gang of people with you. Everybody's not going to get it. People are going to doubt you because that's not their dream.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to stay focused. You have to stay on the path. You have to stay trotting down your lane, driving in your lane. Don't swerve. Stay with true to yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll come. And then when you look back, whether it's 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, or a year, and look on what you built and what has your two hands, because it started from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Entrepreneurship started from nothing. You're gonna be like, dang, that was all me. And that's gonna be the biggest success that you
Yeah.
can never have.
Yep. And so, what do you encourage ones to do? Personal development. How important is that?
Personal development is 100%
Mm-hmm.
because it'll make or break you. If you're not in tune with yourself, it don't matter how successful your business is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So and you get that when you sign up with us, we develop you
Yeah.
because even though you have a hot product or maybe you have a hot service, if you don't know how to promote that or you have things within yourself that you are still shying away from,
Mm-hmm.
that's personal development
Yeah.
that is limiting your bag.
Yeah.
Not going out to those speaking, not being on those panels, not being at those networking events. That's
Yeah.
stopping someone else from knowing about you. So
Yeah.
we help you in all aspects of your life so that your
Nice.
business can thrive.
Yeah, I love that. So you not only work on the outsides of the business, but you also do that inner work,
Yeah, we
which
have
a
to.
lot of times people forget about that because we're moving too fast
We
and doing too much. Now we forget to check in with ourselves.
the business is only going to be as healthy as you are.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, I've enjoyed this.
Always, we gotta come on. Let's talk.
Yes. Yes. You have a podcast
I
too.
do. Oh, and we had the podcast, so let's
Yeah.
talk.
What's that about?
Let's Talk is about breaking generation. It's just a conversation like you and I are having. It's about breaking generational curses and those boundaries so that we can stop limiting ourselves. The sky is the limit.
Yeah.
And I think what's limiting us in this generation is that trauma, is that generational hurt, is the things that we have not worked on that says, I got work to do and it's okay. It's those things that are stopping us. So we just sit and we have those hard conversations that nobody wants to have, but it's the hard conversations that pave the way to healthy conversations.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're gonna have to definitely. I'm gonna be on there because I got some stuff to say on that. All right. Well, this has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I have to take you to my coffee shop.
We gotta go.
I say my coffee shop because
I don't know. You took me to that coffee shop. Y'all trying to?
Oh, that's right. I
yeah,
did. I
don't
forgot I did
know.
take.
They
Yeah.
said y'all might be calm. Y'all might be
Yeah.
sleep.
So I
Y'all
got
might
a
be. I
drink.
don't
So
know
I'm real
what.
chill right now.
Yeah. See, I
Yeah.
got my water.
All right. Well, this has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation. Please make sure you check out Les Marie. And we are out.